feel it when the night falls, when the dark calls.
There was in the days of Herodes, the sovereign of Yehuda, a certain priest named Zechariah, of the division of Abijah, and his wife was of the daughters of Aharon, and her name was Elisheva, and they were both righteous before Elohim, blamelessly walking in all the commands and righteousnesses of Yahweh. And they had no child, because Elisheva was barren, and both were advanced in years. And it came to be that while he was serving as priest before Elohim in the order of his division, according to the institute of the priesthood, he was chosen by Lot to burn incense when he went into the dwelling place of Yahweh. And the entire crowd of people was praying outside at the hour of incense. And a messenger of Yahweh appeared to him, standing on the right side of the slaughter place of incense. And when Zechariah saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. But the messenger said to him, Do not be afraid, Zechariah, for your prayer is heard. And your wife, Elisheva, shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Yochanan. And the divisions of the sons of Aharon. The sons of Aharon were Nadav and Avihu, Eleazar and Itamar. But Nadav and Avihu died before their father, and had no children. So Eleazar and Itamar served as priests. And David with Zadok of the sons of Eleazar, and Ahimelech of the sons of Itamar, divided them according to their offices in their service. And there were more leaders found of the sons of Eleazar than of the sons of Itamar. So they divided the sons of Eleazar into 16 heads of their fathers' houses, and the sons of Itamar into 8 heads of their fathers' houses. And they were divided by lot, one group as another, for there were officials of the set-apart place and officials of Elohim, from the sons of Eleazar and from the sons of Itamar. And the scribe, Shemaiah, son of Nethanel, one of the Levites, wrote them down before the sovereign, and the rulers, and Zadok the priest, and Ahimelech, son of Ebiatar, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests and Levites, one father's house taken for Eleazar, and one for Itamar. And the first lot came forth to Jehoiarib, the second to Yediah, the third to Harim, the fourth to Seorim, the fifth to Malchiah, the sixth to Miamin, the seventh to Hakotz, the eighth to Aviyah, the ninth to Yeshua, the 10th to Shechanyahu, the 11th to Eliashib, the 12th to Yakim, the 13th to Chuppah, the 14th to Yeshebav, the 15th to Bilgah, the 16th to Immer, the 17th to Chezir, the 18th to Hapitzets, the 19th to Pethachiah, the 20th to Yechezkel, the 21st to Yachin, the 22nd to Gamul, the 23rd to Delayahu, the 24th to Maazyahu. These were their officers in their service for coming into the house of Yahweh according to their right ruling by the hand of Aharon their father, as Yahweh Elohim of Israel had commanded him. And it came to be, as soon as the days of his service were completed, he went away to his house. And after those days his wife Elisheva conceived, and she hid herself 5 months. And in the 6th month the messenger Gabriel was sent by Elohim to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a maiden engaged to a man whose name was Yosef, of the house of David, and the maiden's name was Miriam. And the messenger coming to her said, Greetings, favored one, the master is with you. Blessed are you among women. But she was greatly disturbed at his word, and wondered what kind of greeting this was. And the messenger said to her, Do not be afraid, Miriam, for you have found favour with Elohim. And see, you shall conceive in your womb, and shall give birth to a son, and call his name Yahushua. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Most High. And Yahweh Elohim shall give him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Yaakov forever, and there shall be no end to his reign. And see, Elisheva your relative, she also has conceived a son in her old age, and this is now the 6th month to her who was called barren, because with Elohim no matter shall be impossible. And Miriam said, See, the female servant of Yahweh, let it be to me according to your word. And the messenger went away from her. And Miriam arose in those days, and went into the hill country with haste to the city of Yehudah, and entered into the house of Zechariah, and greeted Elisheva. And it came to be, when Elisheva heard the greeting of Miriam, that the baby leaped in her womb. And Elisheva was filled with the set-apart spirit, and called out with a loud voice, and said, Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And who am I, that the mother of my master should come to me? For look, when the sound of your greeting came to my ears, the baby in my womb leaped for joy. Blessed is she who believed, for that which Yahweh has said to her shall be accomplished. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th new moon, on the 1st day of the new moon, you have a rest, a remembrance of Teruah, a set-apart gathering. You do no servile work, and you shall bring an offering made by fire to Yahweh. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, On the 10th day of this 7th new moon is Yom HaKippurim. It shall be a set-apart gathering for you, and you shall afflict your beings, and shall bring an offering made by fire to Yahweh. And you do no work on that same day, for it is Yom Kippurim, to make atonement for you before Yahweh your Elohim. For any being who is not afflicted on that same day, he shall be cut off from his people. And any being who does any work on that same day, that being I shall destroy from the midst of his people. You do no work, a law forever, throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It is a Sabbath of rest to you, and you shall afflict your beings. On the 9th day of the new moon at evening, from evening to evening, you observe your Sabbath. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, On the 15th day of this 7th new moon is the festival of Sukkot for 7 days to Yahweh. On the 1st day is a set-apart gathering. You do no servile work. For 7 days you bring an offering made by fire to Yahweh. On the 8th day there shall be a set-apart gathering for you. And you shall bring an offering made by fire to Yahweh. It is a closing festival. You do no servile work. These are the appointed times of Yahweh, which you proclaim as set-apart gatherings, to bring an offering made by fire to Yahweh, an ascending offering and a grain offering, a slaughtering and drink offering, as commanded for every day, besides the Sabbaths of Yahweh, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your voluntary offerings, which you give to Yahweh. On the 15th day of the 7th new moon, when you gather in the fruit of the land, celebrate the festival of Yahweh for 7 days. On the first day is a rest, and on the 8th day a rest. And you shall take for yourselves on the first day the fruit of good trees, branches of palm trees, twigs of leafy trees, and willows of the stream, and shall rejoice before Yahweh your Elohim for 7 days. And you shall celebrate it as a festival to Yahweh for 7 days in the year, a law forever in your generations. Celebrate it in the 7th new moon. Dwell in booths for 7 days. All who are native-born in Israel dwell in booths, so that your generations know that I made the children of Israel dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Thus did Moshe speak of the appointed times of Yahweh to the children of Israel. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, When a woman has conceived, and has given birth to a male child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, as in the days of her monthly separation she is unclean. And on the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin is circumcised. For a child is born unto us, a son is given unto us, and the rule is on his shoulder, and his name is called Wonder, Counselor, Strong El, Father of Continuity, Prince of Peace. And when the days of her cleansing are completed, for a son or for a daughter, she brings to the priest a lamb a year old as an ascending offering, and a young pigeon or a turtle dove as a sin offering, to the door of the tent of appointment. And he shall bring it before Yahweh and make atonement for her, and she shall be cleansed from the flow of her blood. This is the Torah for her who has given birth to a male or a female. And if she is not able to bring a lamb, then she shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, one as an ascending offering and the other as a sin offering. And the priest shall make atonement for her, and she shall be clean. And when 8 days were completed for him to be circumcised, his name was called Yeshua, the name given by the messenger before he was conceived in the womb. And when the days of her cleansing according to the Torah of Moshe were completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to Yahweh. As it has been written in the Torah of Yahweh, every male who opens the womb shall be called set apart to Yahweh. And to give an offering according to what is said in the Torah of Yahweh, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons.